Just trying to get to the gig and I'm being held up by a drawbridge way over there. See it? Someone's got to get a ship under that bridge and they're wasting all of our time. Alright, so the truck is all loaded up and we are headed actually to park the truck for a minute because I have to go pick up some other gear in my car because I don't really want to venture into downtown Seattle with a Penske truck. So I gotta go pick up a little bit of extra gear. It's like a turntable, and I think that's actually it. And then I'm gonna head over and we're gonna start setting up this gig. It's at Studio 7, which is kind of an interesting venue. It's more like a metal venue, I guess. It's like a band for bands and stuff, but tonight it's a dubstep show, so it should be pretty interesting. So yeah, the gear's all loaded up. We can't load in until 2:30. That gives us about 2 hours. Thankfully I have some other errands to be running, so that's not too bad of a deal. And I got a lock here, so I'm gonna lock up the truck and we're gonna go run some other errands and then start setup for Filth Fest. Yeah, dubstep. So long, gear. Hope you're still here when I return. We're getting close to the pizza. I can smell it. There it is. And we just gotta find a parking spot in lovely Capitol Hill. Add time. 12 minutes is enough for pizza. That Sicilian slice. Sure. What is the Sicilian one? Gorgonzola. Okay. A little too moldy for my taste, I think. Can I just do one cheese and then is this
Tomato basil.
Yes, I'll do that. So yeah, that place is super dope and they always give me a really good deal. Like usually 2 slices of pizza would be like almost $7, but they give it to me for like $2.50. And of course, what better way to compliment 2 fat slices of Mario's pizza than a can of Surge. Yeah, full of all your daily vitamins and minerals. Lots of calcium. And this is kind of cool. Tyler Hill just reminded me that I have to pick which photos I want to buy from him. This is from Lucky a couple weeks ago. So I think there's a few in here that I want to use. Yeah, this one I definitely want to buy. This is Artie. And then there's a few others in here that are really cool that I want to buy for my new website that's going to be going up pretty soon. I think I also want to do this one. These are the ones that were while I was programming and doing the lights. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Thanks, Tyler. Beautiful Renton. Alright, I'm home. Now I'm gonna reach the end of this hallway and there's gonna be a package sitting right in front of my door. That's not quite the package I wanted. Well, that's one package. Well, that's one more thing checked off the list of actually legitimizing my business rather than just doing this as a sole proprietor. It's my business license for the state of Washington. Sweet. What's it like to nap all day, huh? Talk to me. Talk to me. And then in this box, the one I didn't want, I got a lot of XLR connectors, a lot of Nutric XLR connectors for my new cables that I'm going to be building. The Black Series. Looks badass. Well, it's still out for delivery, and I'm supposed to be loading in 10 minutes. It's just haze fluid, so it's not like critical or anything, but it'd be nice to have it. For this gig that we're about to go set up, it's going to be pretty similar amount of gear like I had last couple times. So it's pretty much, you know, the house rig, which is like 12 Mac 101s and some like PARs and stuff, mixed in with some towers that I'm going to be bringing in. So yeah, each tower gets an atomic and a 5R beam on top, and then there's going to be 4 hot boxes, kind of like vertically mounted on each one, and then in between the pole, or in between the towers, we're going to have 2 5Rs on cases. So I mean, pretty basic little rig. Of course, it would not be Seattle in the midday without some wonderful traffic to play perfectly into your plans. Dig it. This is probably the worst street in all of Soto. It's the neighborhood we're in right now. All right, we are here. Time to start loading. I'm gonna set up the time lapse. I think I am gonna modify the plan a little bit because it looks like I want the towers behind the DJ here to be taller. So I brought those extra small 1 meter sticks. So that'll kind of help us get up and over. Up we go.
You want to block out, bitch?
Show?
Just use your pages of playbacks.
Remind me to sell all of my pin truss. Use the calculator to figure out which dip switches. 2, 4, 3, so 1, 2 on.
Alright, so it is 7:41 a.m. and I am completely exhausted. Just got back from dropping off the truck after unloading it at the shop. The reason I didn't really do any video for the loadout is because I had to do it myself and there was not a lot of time. I wanted to get out of there, and there are other people who work at the venue who wanted to get out of there, so I thought it would have been kind of rude to like, oh, let me set up my time lapse, let me put my camera in people's face, shit like that. And yeah, I'm actually I'm kind of bummed with how everything turned out tonight. This was like one of those down to the wire setup gigs where you're literally finishing up the last cable connection and the doors to the venue open for the guests. So I always really don't like when that happens, because there's just not enough room for error. And thankfully nothing like actually went wrong, but I just feel like I could have had more time to program and make everything look good. But the part that I am actually bummed about is not something that I did, but the thing I actually wanted to talk about, and the reason why this video is titled the way that it is because I did not get paid tonight. Which, with a lot of people that I work for, it's not really a big deal, because I have client history with them. Like, I just send them an invoice after the show, and I know in 2 to 4 weeks there's going to be a check in my mailbox. But this particular gig, I'd never worked with this promoter before, and whenever I do a gig for someone the first time and I don't have like a personal reference from them, I always at the bare minimum have them pay a deposit before I start doing any sort of work the day of the event. So like usually for a deposit, it'll be like whatever my costs, if I had to rent anything, or like if I had to rent the Penske truck or rent anything, I include that in the cost, and then I include my my labor in the cost as well. So thankfully I did have a deposit for this particular show, but it still feels kind of shitty like at the end of the night when you see the promoter kind of like walking around and they're like kind of dodging you. And it's not my fault that the show didn't do super well. I mean, it did alright. It was like everyone seemed like they were having fun. It just wasn't packed, and that was what they needed. It kind of shows to me where their priorities are and how they think of my importance in the event, right? Because they're obviously going to pay the venue, they're obviously going to pay their artists, they're obviously going to pay the people who work close to them. So it's like, how far exactly down the list was I where you felt okay telling me that I wasn't going to get paid tonight? I do actually have pretty good faith that I am going to get paid for this gig within like probably a month or so. You know, whenever I take a gig, I basically assume that I'm not going to get paid for it. That's like the best way to not overextend yourself and not get yourself in a bad financial situation. I have to say, like, in the course of like the 3 or 4 years that I've been like steadily doing more and more gigs like this, there's only maybe been like 3 or 4 events and clients where it was just like radio silence, and they never paid me and never answered emails, calls, things like that. So like, I think that's actually kind of a rarity. I think these guys are nice guys, and I do think I am going to get paid for it, but it is just something to consider, and I thought I would kind of add this on the end of this video just to show you that it's not always, you know, super awesome. And not to mention, I probably shouldn't even be making this video because I look disgusting from working for about 17 hours straight, and my feet fucking hurt, and I need to take a shower, and I need to sleep, and then tomorrow I am playing a DJ set at Q nightclub, so I gotta get ready for that. But thank you for watching. I hope that this video had some sort of value to you. And I'm gonna try to be doing more videos like this and kind of like behind the scenes gig stuff, so seems like that's what people want to see, so I'm gonna try to provide that for you. So thanks so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next video.